battle. As you can see there, yeah, Ludwig, awesome man that he is, gave me a 6 IV shiny Terry. Now, you may be thinking, well, second, that's hacked as shit. Like, you know, he uses 3rd gen RNG, and since it's from 3rd gen, you know what move it's got. It's got that banded dynamic punch. But alas, I did not use it against him in this battle. But I had this battle with him, and it would be criminal to just procrastinate and not narrate it any longer. Anyway, I get out of 4, he leads out of a fucking Warthog and flamethrowers and kills me 4, and I'm like, are you fucking serious, 4? You're so useless, it's driving me mad. I'm just going to put a sash on it and leave it alone, because it's just it's driving me mental. Like, Stealth Rocks is a huge part of this fucking team, and I very rarely get them up. Anyway, I pursue his Warthog, and then he goes into Swampert. That was ballsy, going into Espeon, but I kind of figured he'd go straight for some Stealth Rocks, and I thought, hey, I can bounce them back. But he's got Dynamic Punch on his Swampert, because awesome. And he's got a Clefable. Now, Florges can probably maybe handle it reasonably well. I mean, it's not going to get anywhere with it, but it can at least stop it from faffing around, and I can at least keep going Moonblast in case he wants to try and pass wishes after, say, Watchog, for instance. So that's something, kind of, not really. But I'm going to go into Aggron. Now, this is really ballsy, because last time I brought Aggron into a fucking Clefable, it Moonblasted then Flamethrowed me, which was fucking terrible. But he's got his own Terry, and his Terry's pretty cool. I do get a bullshit flinch there, and he shows he has counter. He's got a fucking, what is it, Sludge Bomb, counter, Encore, and Pain Split Terry. That's so beastly. Anyway, he's going to go into Crosser. Once again, I'm predicting the Stealth Rocks. I'm trying to predict the Stealth Rocks any way I can. And I'm going to go Baton Pass, predicting him to switch out. Now, he's going to go into Purr. And I know that Mega Aggron will laugh in your smelly face. Which it does, really. Now, he's going to go EQ, and I pretty much just have to kind of sit here, unfortunately. There's jack all I can really do about this one, but Aggron, being the bulky son of a bitch that it is actually going to be able to take the 3 EQs quite handily and then rest up each time. However, he gets a crit. First in a relatively long line of hacks. We both got hacked out fairly poorly. But I'm just sort of trying to waste my sleep turns. Maybe I can get a Roar and shuffle him out so he doesn't kill me. And I get my Roar and I shuffle him out. Straight into Watchog, who's going to kill me. So I'm going to Scarper. And I'm going to go back into Espeon. Mainly because he shouldn't do too much to me. I can just revenge kill him and it'll be grand. But he's going to go into his Lapras, and holy fucking shit, fuck this Lapras, fuck it in its smelly face. I go Psychic again, mainly just trying to get as much damage on him as possible, and he just pops a Hydro Pump in my face and kills me. That was a really dumb move. I should have gone into Florges. I don't know why I left Espeon in there. Like, I've lost my my entry lead. I kind of needed everything I had on this team, but whatever. I wasn't expecting him to go Rest. I figured that Florges would be able to quite neatly kill him with a Moonblast, and fuck, I wish I'd gone Moonblast there. He had a special defense drop, and it probably would have killed, but I go Wish like a buck, because I wanted to pass it off to Aggron so that he doesn't get absolutely fucking floored. But he goes Rest Hawk, he gets Ice Beam, Aggron lives on, like, fuck all, and then Wish. So, Aggron's doing okay again. I know he's going to wake up next turn, so I'm just going to Scarper back into Florges. I'm not fucking around. This thing is scary. He does go Hydro Pump from the Sleep Talk, and it misses, which is nice, but that's one of his Hydro Pumps missed. So thank fucking God for that. But now he's going to go into Terry, and Terry can just kind of have its way with Florges, because Terry's a bit of a randy bastard, and yeah, it's not great. He can completely fuck me, but I'm going to go into Aggron. He goes Sludge Bomb, that's fine. He goes Counter, I'm just going to roar him out. I'm not fucking with you, Terry. I'm not fucking with you. Alright, but he's going to go to Purr. I know I'm going to take a crit EQ no matter what, so I can just set up I just go for a rest and get back up to full HP again. And Aggron is just doing what it does best. It's just sitting here being a trolly fat bastard. And I am slowly whittling down his Purr, although the Clefable is sort of nagging on my mind a little bit, because it can kind of fuck me over. But he's still trying to hammer away with EQs. Aggron's just doing his shtick. I do get him down pretty low, but he realises this, and he's just going to Scarper out into Terry. He makes a good play there, because he knows that he can Encore me into Rest. But whatever, Aggron's cool. So that's fine. I suppose in the grand scheme of things, I waste a bit of PP. And honest to God, this literally just gets into a PP stall war. So I know Cayman said he wanted to see me do a stall match, but there you go. It is as stally as it's gonna get. But I'm gonna go into Sableye. I haven't used him yet. It seems like a good time, and I can start, going for some knockoffs, taunting things, generally inconveniencing them. This is a really ballsy play because I don't think I'd seen him go for an S-Toss yet. I know he has S-Toss, but if he had Moonblast, that could have been awkward. But there you go. Isn't that just the coolest fucking animation ever? Dude, I love that. That's so cool. Alright, that fucking seismic toss just, sends you into space and then slams you down. That's sick. But, his fucking Lapras is such a ginormous cunt that it's so difficult to beat. But I still got Florges. I can still wall him. He can't do much. Here, I go into Tyranitar mainly because I know with my Assault Vest plus Sand, I should tank shit relatively well, although even that Ice Beam does a bit more than I was hoping it would. But again, it got raped by a Specs Magnezone, so I don't even know, man. I don't even know. But, I do miss the Stone Edge there. That was a bit crucial. It means he can get an X-Scissor off. I would have really rather preferred I didn't get dicked, but there you go. So, that's kind of a problem, but it is a bit of HP lost. But, I should be okay. I'm going to land the next one. I'm going to kill the Crustle. So, it's about a 70 HP swing. But I reckon it did matter here, because he goes in his pert, and I was thinking, fuck it, he's some kind of, whatever set. I don't know what the fuck kind of set he's running. Turns out he's Jolly Max Speed. I don't know... Oh, Max Speed Scarfed, rather. I don't quite know how that would have played out, but I know my Tyranitar is running a absolute fucking shit ton of defense and HP. So, if I hadn't have been hit by that Cross Scissor, I was fairly confident I would live an EQ. I could be entirely wrong, but I would imagine I'd be okay. But still, shit went wrong. He completely fooled me with the scarfed fucking part, and yeah, I lose my Tyranitar for it, which wasn't a complete guaranteed kill on Lapras here, but it would have been really fucking nice just to have as a thing I can switch in, as opposed to having to rely on Florges. But I'm going to start hammering away with Moonblast. I know I can lower his special attack so he can do even less to me. And this happened. And I was like, are you fucking serious? Really? Wow, okay. So now Florges is fucking frozen, and I have nothing else to do. Sableye is specially defensive, so it's not completely out of the question that it can handle Lapras. But Florges is like my wish support guy with Moonblast, and it can lower special attack and do really nice things to Lapras, and you fucking froze it with Ice Beam! So I have to Scarper because Pert's here, and I need to make sure I stay alive as long as possible. He shows off his Pert to its full capabilities and goes for a rollout. He made the good point of if he'd have gone EQ, that would have really sucked, and I'd be in one hell of a pickle. But he just went for a rollout. He was just showing his Pert off, and that was fucking huge. It definitely drew the battle out a bit longer. Maybe he was also feeling slightly sorry for my fucking Florges, but there you go. Anyway, I go recover, and he goes Thunder, and that's terrible, because Sableye lost more HP there. But I'm just going to go for a knockoff. I'm not especially afraid of this Terry, although Sludge Bomb Poison could be a bit of a bitch. But he predicts the taunt very well, goes for the Sludge Bomb. Sableye takes that so well, it's unreal. Like, especially defensive Sableye is really good, but it's fucking dog shit at the same time. It really frustrates me. Sometimes it can be absolutely amazing, and sometimes it can drive you fucking insane. But still, because Florges is still indisposed at the moment, it's kind of Sableye and Aggron show. But, Lapras is the only thing that's gonna really, stay in long enough for Florges to actually have a vague hope in hell of waking up. So that's kind of what I gotta do. I pretty much have to sit here and hope that Florges gets off its fat ass and thaws itself out. God's sake, go sit in front of an open fire, you stupid plant, whatever the fuck you are. Good lord. I suppose it is just a plant, but it's a fairy, so I don't know if it's really a plant or not. I mean, Flabébé isn't a plant, it just hangs off a plant because it's a bit of a weirdo like that. But again, Lapras, still doing its shtick, still sleeping like a bellend. Goes for that rest as an extra turn that I can use to thaw out. It's not looking great though. And, yeah. Basically, what it kind of came down to, what I really needed the most was I needed this Lapras to run out of PP. If it runs out of Hydro Pumps, then Aggron is suddenly like, well, hey, oh, you want to Ice Beam me? Oh, I'll sit here for years, mate. So that's kind of what I needed. The other thing was he does have Sleep Talk, which can select Hydro Pump, but he would need 2 Hydro Pumps in a row to kill Aggron. So if I get rid of Hydro Pump, then Aggron is at least relatively safe, barring some bullshit. But Florges is just having none of it. She's very cold, and she's like, no, I'm just gonna sit here, and I'm just gonna die to this fucking Lapras. So I lose the one thing that really could have cock-blocked Lapras hugely. I think that was, I don't know how many turns of freeze that was, but it was pretty dreadful. But still, fuck it, I still got Sableye, it's okay, I'm gonna go for a Toxic. I know I can take 1 Hydro Pump, barely, but he does miss, so that's fine, I suppose. The main thing now is that I have to somehow make sure that I stay alive, then the Lapras doesn't rest. Easier said than done. Easier said than done, I'll tell you that. It's kind of a pisser, really. I was kind of hoping he'd use up so much PP just killing Florges and over the course of the match that he would at least be close to running out, but I'm assuming he's used PP maxes on all of his stuff. I also completely forget what the fuck Hydro Pump's PP is, because I kept thinking it was 8, but it was like, I could have sworn he used like 55 billion of them, although Rest Talk does select it, so that's a thing. But still, he is going to rest as I go for a recover. I suppose that was fairly predictable. I really should have tried sticking to my plan a bit harder and trying to be a bit more aggressive with it, because if I can't pull this off, then I just flat out fucking lose. It's kind of a pisser in that regard. So I'm still trying to just sort of smack away. But the other thing is I have to be very conscious of how many recovers I use. So I'm sort of, because I haven't used PP ups or maxes on any of my guys, because I don't know, I'd have to go grind for them or whatever, I'm fucking lazy. I'm kind of stuck. He gets a crit there and it goes to 1 HP. I'm like, really? I'm glad that I survived, but can you fuck off with the hacks for 5 minutes, man? Good lord. You get like a 10-turn freeze, you crit me pert, I miss a Stone Edge, I suppose you've missed a couple, well, I think 3 out of 5 of his Hydro Pumps were misses, but still, come on! Either way, it's still not looking grand. I make a really ballsy play there and go for the taunt, so I'm really close to killing it, but he's going to make the smart switch, he's going to scarp her out, he's going to go into his Watchog. Sableye will have that, no problem whatsoever. I'm assuming it is a Specs Watchog, which is pretty pro, to be fair. And like I say, his Watchog was pretty much the play of the fucking game. Killing my Fori was fucking huge. Do you imagine how, like, if I had Stealth Rocks up, can you imagine how fucked that Lapras would be? It would be awesome, but I don't. There I make another good play, I go for a taunt. His Clefable can't actually do anything to my Sableye, but his Terry can. Because I'm very worried that he's going to go Sludge Bomb and get a poison off. Like, that's fucking huge in my mind. But the other problem is, if I go into Aggron to cock block Terry, then he can just go back into Lapras, rest up, and then I'm straight back to square one. Which is pretty much what happens. I roar him out, he's going to go into Fable, he's going to go for a Wish, I do Iron Head, and I do kill it. And I was really happy at the time, and I thought, fuck, he can just go into Lapras and I'm screwed! Unfortunately, my shitty speed IV on this Aggron, because I have 2 Aggrons, keeps coming back to bite me in the testicles, because, yeah, if I don't know how much speed I would need to outspeed the Lapras, but I can't imagine he's running any speed, so it might have helped if I'd have had that perfect Aggron again, but there you go. And now Sableye's got to fucking do it all over again. I mean, Sableye was a trooper this match. He literally picked the rest of the dead team up and just put it on his back and just went for it like a beast. But there's only so much the poor little bastard can do. He tried, it just isn't quite working out. His Lapras is pretty much doing exactly the same amount of damage Recover does. And his Lapras can just attack me, like, without really having to give a shit. Unless I go for a Toxic, and even then I've got to play around him, he doesn't have to play around me. But still, if you were wondering, people of the world, this is how you fucking do a stall war. You don't just sit there mashing a button over and over again, alright? A stall war is where every single move counts. You know, both of you can win it. It's completely up for grabs, but you've got to play slowly, you've got to play patiently. You know, do you play aggressively or do you play defensively? That's what a stall war is for people who don't know. Don't know. I went very posh there. I think that's something that's kind of missing from Showdown lately, because people just rock up with fucking ultra offensive teams and just like, I'm just going to smash you till you go away. It's just like, yeah, I'll just take my quad core over here and just cockblock you. That's why I like having my Rotom Heat, Tentacruel, Ferrothorn, Gastro core. Because within reason, if they just want to keep trying to attack me, then they're just going to get bounced. It's hilarious. And then Aggron and Gyarados can just clean up shop. But yeah. Anyway, we're still trying to get somewhere. I believe he just got the poison on Sableye, which is just dreadful. Did he? Yes, he did. That's pretty much kind of signalling game over. But it's still not completely dead. Say, if Sableye can get rid of Terry over here, then it's not completely hopeless. And that's kind of what I'm going for right now. I don't think I have a recover left. So that's pretty huge. Actually, I think I might have one left. I believe I was saving it just so. But he's going to switch out, and he's going to go into Lapras, and I pretty much just have to attack it. Here, I believe I actually thought he was out of PP and everything apart from rest and sleep talk. So this is why I just go balls to the wall and try and, stop him from resting and stuff. And it doesn't work. He pops an Ice Beam at me. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? How much PP does this bloody Lapras have? So now I have to go into Aggron, and it's pretty much just Aggron's got to do it. He's got to muscle this thing out. Unfortunately, my lack of speed IVs kicks me in the balls again as Terry outspeeds me and gets an encore off. I'm like, damn it, Terry, whose side are you on? Why do you betray me? He's going to go for a Hydro Bump, and I just barely live it. It's like, right, I need to live this. He's going to go for a rest. Quite a ballsy play. I'm still locked into Iron Head, but my Encore ends is like, if he gets rest, I'm okay for a little bit longer. He does get it. And then, yeah, I go for a rest, and unfortunately, he's going to Sleep Talk, he's going to get Hydro Pump, and then he's going to wake up, and with his last Hydro Pump, like, he had one Hydro Pump left. He'd run out of Ice Beams, that was his last Hydro Pump, and he kills me. But it was a really close game. It could have gone either way. If I'd have had Florges, it would have been a little bit close. It would have been a bit closer, but there you go, still. Thank you for the Terry, Ludwig, you awesome sexy man, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.